Hey everybody, welcome back to Beside the Bookshelf, and today I will be reading your unpopular book opinions. Now, about a month or so ago, the reason I did this a month or so ago is so you guys can have enough time to submit everything that I need to be submitted in. But about a month or so ago, I asked you guys to submit your unpopular book opinions so I can make this video for you guys today. And I got around, I don't know how many we're going to have to see, but basically we're going to go through these and we're going to see, and I'm going to give my opinions on them. I'm going to read your opinions. All of these are sent in anonymously, so I have no clue who sent in what, but that's okay. Okay, so the first one we have is, I like repetitive romance tropes. So I don't know if you mean like the author or like overall in general, like the romance genre, because if it's the romance genre, then I agree. Because there are certain things that I do like and there are certain things that I don't like. But if one book is too similar to the other book, then I'm obviously not gonna get, like, I'm not gonna like the other book that copied the first book more, if that makes sense. So I do like repetitive romance genres, but I'm not completely obsessed with them. Like, I could go with a little something different, unless it's like second chance romance. Get that out my face, okay? If it's second chance romance that we're repeating here, I don't want it. Get it out my face, okay? Get it out my face. Because what the heck? I don't like second chance romance. It's just so boring because you just sit here the entire time. It's like one character's just like, I don't want this. The other character is being persistent. It's kind of getting annoying. Like, can you not take a hint? Like, I get it, we're still in love with you, but can you take a hint? Can I come back to you instead of the other way around? Because I don't know, it's just, you're being a little pushy, a little persistent, and I don't really like that. So I can't do second chance romances, which is probably why I gave like King of Greed like 2 or 3 stars, because the characters overall, I like them, but the persistence was not it. But I did like those flashbacks. This next one we have is, I hate fantasy books. They're all the same. They just need too much build up for world building to the point where that is uninteresting. Oh my gosh. As someone who's working on like a fantasy project for like a book, this hurts my heart. But if you take a look at my shelf over here, y'all, I don't read fantasy like that. I really don't. You don't find much fantasy on my shelf. If I look over here, all of it is going to be like romantasy, and the romance is the main part of the book. I kind of feel like the same thing, because it's just like, if you really think about it, a lot of the fantasy books that we read are like really long, because half of the book is world buildup and then the other half is like the plot and defeating the monsters or whatever it is. And then I can't read adult romantasy. I start to get cringed out so bad. I'm just like, what? Yes, I definitely agree. Like, there's like, I'm not big on fantasy, so it's not something like you see as like the main thing on my shelf or the main thing that I'm reading, because fantasy is just probably one of those genres where I get annoyed really quickly with it, unless it's really fast-paced but not too fast-paced. Because there's certain books I can do fast-paced, but fantasy books are just not one of those. I have to have like, and it can't be slow-paced. I hate all books slow-paced. It needs to be medium-paced, okay? It needs to take me about a week to finish a fantasy book, which even then it should take me less time, but most fantasy books are like 600 to 700 pages, and honestly, that should be a sign that there should be a second book, because why are we shoving all of this into one book? It could take up an entire row, half a row. Why are fantasy books doing that? Fantasy book series. I get it if it's like a 12-book series and it takes up an entire row. Okay, I get that. But like 3 or 4 books taking up 90% of your row says a lot. 3 or 4 books? Wait, where am I pointing? 3 or 4 books? This is about like 3 or 4 books. We should not have it filling up all the way over like to over here, where like Alice and Specca is. Where Alice and Specca books are, it should not be filled up all the way over there. From going from over here to over here, it should not. No, it really should not be going that far, because what the heck? Like, they take forever to finish, and most of the time they're not even that good. and they're always kind of the same plot. So I definitely agree with this unpopular opinion. The next unpopular opinion is fantasy books are better than most romance books. Sorry, not sorry. Powerless trilogy. For real, I do not agree with this one. I'm sorry. I'm just not big on fantasy. And it's like, unless we're talking romantasy, it depends. Is it YA or is it adult? It has to be YA for me to agree. And then if we're talking adult, I strongly disagree. If it's just fantasy, I'll have to experiment because I don't read much fantasy anyways. So I feel like I should do a vlog where I read only fantasy books for a week and see if my opinion changes. But as of right now, based off of the very few fantasy books that I've read, not including Powerless because that was amazing, and the entire trilogy, that was amazing. But besides that, I have no words. I cannot agree with that. I cannot agree with that statement. I'm sorry. This person sent in 2 because you're allowed to send in multiple, and this person said Colleen Hoover books are terrible. I have no opinion on this one because I never actually had a Holly Jackson book. I never read a Holly Jackson book because of what she supports. Or something. There's some sort of rumors going around with her, apparently. But there's this person in my server, my Discord server, who said like they said one of Colleen Hoover's books was based off of a true story, and I think it ends with us, if I remember correctly. So yeah, but I never watched the Ends with Us movie, and I never read a Colleen Hoover book a day in my life. I might for a vlog because I've heard Alexa Ray say that her books are really good, and I like to watch Alexa Ray videos, and a lot of the times her book recommendations are good, so we'll see. But I have no opinion on I want to say Holly Jackson books. Oh my gosh, I just edited a Holly Jackson book video, so that's all that's running in my mind right now. I just got a low power mode thing. Oh my gosh. But Colleen Hoover books, never read them before, so I have no opinion on this. So this one, I guess, is up for y'all to decide. This next one says Colleen Hoover books are horribly written and are just disgusting. Sorry, not sorry. I feel like if we're getting this many Holly Jackson entries, it's not much of an unpopular opinion. It's actually a popular opinion, but still, same thing that I just said. I've never read a Colleen Hoover book before, never watched the Colleen Hoover movies or TV shows or whatever she has out, so I actually have no straight opinion on this. So your opinion is your opinion, you rock your opinion, but I've never associated myself with anything that Colleen Hoover has produced, made, written, directed, published, none of that. So I personally have no say in this opinion, so I'm leaving it up to the people in the comments, the viewers, the people who pressed like on the video, because I have no opinion on all of this. Annotating books ruins the flow of reading. Okay, so I do annotate my books, but I don't annotate all my books. I annotate certain books. So it's like reading vlogs, I annotate my books because I want you guys to know what I enjoyed and what I did not enjoy. Oh my gosh, so that means my entire Powerless series is annotated. Do I have anything else annotated? I know I do. My favorite books are annotated. Like, I go back after I read my favorite books, and I go to my favorite pages and I annotate. But most of the time when I'm reading, I don't annotate my books because, yeah, I agree with this one. It takes the fun out of it and like kind of takes me out of the flow. And it's just like, oh my gosh, now that I've highlighted and I've tabbed, I can go lay down. No, ma'am, there's still 37,000 more pages in this chapter. You need to finish the chapter. So yeah, but I'm half and half with this one. It's like, it depends on the book, depends on if I'm in a reading slump or not, and everything else in between. Is books with a romance side plot is better than books fully based on romance? Okay, where do I even start? Basically everything written by Holly Jackson. The Inheritance Games. Liar's Beach. Liar's Beach was a mid. mid-book, by the way. I'm just gonna make it that clear that it was a mid-book, not what I was expecting. Hashtag murder trending. Two Can Keep a Secret. That was a mid-book, by the way, as well. It was okay. It was okay. But yeah, it's once again half and half because I read more romance than I do thriller or anything else that has a side plot. But side plots, they have the amazing delivery. It's just like you just see it and we're not even realizing it until like, oh my gosh, they just kissed. It's so amazing. So yes, third person is better than first person. No, I disagree with this one so much. Okay, this one might actually be a half and half one. For Holly Jackson books, definitely third person. I would like it better. No, wait, because I actually want to know what like Pip is feeling, but at the same time I like the third person. And then what else is in third person that I like? Murder trending, definitely. Is murder trending in third person? It's in third person, so the murder trending too. Hashtag murder trending too. Only reading classics does not make you a better reader. 100% agree. 100% agree. 100% agree. I know a lot of people who are amazing readers and they don't read classics. I have not read a classic before in my life, but I do want to read a classic. I want to read The Phantom of the Opera, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella. I want to read all like the classic fairy tales and musicals that we've all seen and we've all loved, but I have not. But that does not make me a bad reader, and it does not make me a less of a reader than anybody else. If I pick up a book and I finish it and I read it and I review it, I don't even have to review it. I don't even have to finish it. If I pick up a book in general and I read it to the point that I finish reading it, I'm a reader nonetheless. Y'all, if I pick up an audiobook and I listen to the audiobook, I'm a reader nonetheless. I don't have to listen or read or write a classic. I don't think you can write a classic unless you're like in the early ages. But I don't have to read or listen to a classic to be a better reader. Stickers on the cover of books should always be removable. 100% agree. Do I even need to explain my reasoning? See this? I don't care if it's just a black screen behind this. I want to be able to take this off because why is it telling me that a teaser to the second book is inside? I don't care. I don't read teasers anyways. Dang. What else gotta... Bro, this one, the exclusive bonus scene. Or what about the ones that are like as seen on TikTok? I don't want that. Where's the where I don't know where one is that's like as seen on TikTok, but either way, or I don't care. I don't want it on my thing. I think the Perfect Marriage has it. Yes. No, it doesn't say as seen on TikTok, but it says over one. I want to be able to take this off. I don't care that you've sold over 1 million copies. That does not change the fact that I rated the book 2 stars or 3 stars because the book was not that good. Okay, I don't care how many copies you've sold. Let me take the sticker off. Self-explanatory. I 100% agree with this one. Pop off. When there's movie adaptations, I hate when they change the cover of the book to the movie cover. Don't fight me, but I like it when they change it to the TV cover. Okay, so I literally purchased the UK cover because now the UK cover is literally the TV show cover of A Good Girls Kind of Murder, which means that I have, because I feel like if they change it to the movie or TV show cover, that means that I was a reader before that. That means I have an exclusive book cover that nobody else can get now because guess what? They stopped selling those. They started selling the TV ones. Especially because Pippa Fitzmoby herself is on the cover of A Good Girls Kind of Murder. I feel like, but at the same time, I feel like it kind of depends. Because, like, what if the TV cover is ugly? Or, like, they could change it to the poster cover, and the poster cover is ugly. And then everybody complains about it, and they never change it back. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing nightmares. I'm seeing nightmares. Having crushes... What did I just say? Having crushes on fictional characters is okay. I agree. I'm not explaining. I'm not getting canceled on this app. I'm not getting canceled on this app. I agree though. I have no words, no follow-ups. Okay, we got 3 here. Oh my gosh. Okay. The first one is, I hate when books are based on today's society. Apple phones, mention of TikTok, Insta, etc. Unless, okay, I agree with this one. Unless it's literally the main character is based off of like a social media influencer, which is like the entire main point of the book, is that they do social media and everything. But if it's just a normal book and they pull out the Apple 37 Pro Max and they go to TikTok 2.0, it's cringy. It's really cringy. Long chapters are better than short chapters. Do me a favor. Click off this video. I'm kidding. But for real, I don't agree with this one. When there's longer chapters, I feel like I'm moving slower in the book. Is that just me? I feel like I'm moving really slow in the book when it comes to long chapters. But shorter chapters I can do because it feels like I'm flying through the book. And like if I had to go do something, I'm like, oh, well, there's only a page left. There's only a page left in this book, guys. So I can just finish the page and I can put a bookmark there, guys. Yeah, and I can go do what I need to do. The third one is, nonfiction is really not that bad. I simply think people who love unrealistic and unhealthy tropes and plots don't like the slim of reality on them. I feel like I'm being attacked, but this doesn't even apply to me. I just don't like nonfiction because I feel like it's boring. Because when I read, I don't want to learn something new. I just want to be entertained. Is that bad? No, because that's why there's books to entertain. That's why fiction exists. But nonfiction, I'll read it. But I don't want to say it's bad because there's like people that enjoy it. There's like a lot of people that enjoy it, and I've enjoyed a few nonfictions. I just don't like it because to me it's boring. And people can be like, oh my gosh, but that's like history. I don't care if it's history. It's boring. Y'all telling me I was out here like farming in the heat 24/7. I've heard that story 3,000 times already. I'm good, but I don't really think it's part of reality. I just feel like non-fiction moves really slow. Because I know it's supposed to be based off of facts, but like y'all be dragging on the topic for 3 years talking about some, and there was 3, and there was 3, and there was 4, and there was 3, and there was 4, and there was 5. Like, can y'all just say there was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay, instead of saying there was 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, just say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was never that hard. I feel like I'm gonna get attacked with this one, but that's just my opinion. I just feel like it's boring. I'm not big on like learning new things. Okay, this is the last one for today's video. I hate too much action in books. I prefer watching action instead of reading it. I've read some books that's all action and just gets hard to visualize. I agree. Because why are we doing 3 punches left and then 7 kicks to the right? How am I supposed to know what that means? Put it on the video. Make it a movie. And then I can watch the pow pows, okay? Like, I don't even know at this point, because y'all. But that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm so glad you tuned in today. So glad that you tuned in today's video, and I'll see you all next time. See you all next time. Maddie out kisses. Goodbye. Mwah, 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 mwah.